Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another podcast, another episode number 187. As always, I am Robert Villa, and with me, David Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, Rudy Lara, and a special co-host, Mr. Ryan, King of Kings Phillips.
What's up, baby? How you boys doing tonight?
Very good, very good. Ryan,
yeah, looking good, feeling good. Let's go, Bob.
Let's go. Ryan, thank you so much for jumping on tonight. Like I said, we love having the PowerSlap fighters on the show. You guys make it fun. So let's keep up the tradition and get everybody on as much as we can, right?
Hey, you can't spell Ryan without fun, baby. So let's go.
All right. Well, boys, before we get started,
we got the Unabomber also special guesting down bottom left.
Yep, Canadian Unabomber.
Fucking Unabomber / Border Patrol.
Clash Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yep. Fucking Dahmer.
Well, fellas, before we get started, let's do a quick shout out to HKA USA. Go to hkausa.com. They support a lot of fighters just as much as we do, and they love FightbookMMA and sitting ringside. So go to HKA USA. Go check them out. You want to get yourself some boxing gloves with our logo on it. You can get some white ones. You can get some black ones, just like this one. Or you can get some MMA gloves. Just let me know. DM me. I got you. Also, to Foxhound Fuel. Go to foxhoundfuel.com. Check out the QR code. Scan your phone on there, and you can go directly to their website. A lot of good supplements that they sell there. Our friends out there at Foxhound Fuel, they pretty dope people there. So use our discount code for 20% off all your purchases. The code is in all caps FBMMA. They have a sample pack. So if you don't want to try out all their flavors and you don't know which flavor you like, try out their sample pack. See which flavor floats your boat. So go check it out. Go to foxhoundfuel.com. Fellas, if you want to get some new underwear, my boy, John Tyler, awesome guy. Go to his website, johntylerbrand.com. You can check out they have some black underwear there. They have a bunch of colors. I have pretty much the entire selection here. They are awesome and comfortable underwear. So if you want to buy some 20% off, use our discount code FIGHTBOOK.
Oh, sorry, I was underwear modeling.
There you go. Also, shout outs to our partner promotions that we work with really, really closely. One Championship, Combate Global, Fight World MMA, XFN, you name it. Go to our link there at the website at FightbookMMA.com. Check out our partners promotions that we work with really, really close. They love us. PFL loves us. So go check them out. Also, you can click the tab there that says Fight Odds, and you can get all the latest odds live as well. And to our streaming partners, Flow Combat, Fight TV, ESPN Plus, DAZN, MMA TV. Man, that's a lot. All right, guys, let's do the quick rundown of all the events that are happening
That's
this
a fucked
weekend.
up comment, douchebag, Jared.
Yeah, that's real fucking ignorant, Jared.
I mean, we pretty much got the village people on right
Yeah,
now.
that's right, baby. Let's play the song, Roberto.
Yes, sir.
I want to be the Indian. Can I be the Indian at least? Assless chaps. Let's roll.
On
I
the,
have assless chaps.
on the MMA, kickboxing, grappling, Muay Thai category, we have Friday Fights 31. You can get the live stream at Fightbook MMA and also the live results, as your boy right here is going to be doing all of that. Also live on Fightbook MMA, Blue Collar Fight Club, 8-man submission grappling event. Go check it out. Also Fight Night Championship, NFC 12. Of course, UFC Fight Night 226, Gone versus Spivak. Also live on Fightbook MMA, we have Muay Thai League 8 World Series. And as I mentioned, yeah, that one's going to be live at the Fightbook MMA. Then we have Combate Global, Ferreira versus Morales.
Bro, chill.
And also live on Fightbook MMA, we have Mixed Fights 53. In the bare knuckle,
Damn.
slap fighting category, September 1st, Thunderdome 43, Jordan La Rucia versus Fano Corey. That's going to be live at FightbookMMA.com. Also live at FightbookMMA.com, we have a boxing event, Disrupt Promotions. And last but not least, live on ESPN Plus in Manchester, England, Liam Smith versus Chris Eubanks. This is going to be a 12-rounder in the middleweight division. Yes, sir. And David, what do we say if you're not doing what to these events?
If you're not watching every single second of every round, of every fight, of every event that Rob just mentioned, and going to FightbookMMA.com for all your latest combat sports news, you're not a real fight fan.
Not a real fight fan, folks. Sorry to tell you that. And you got to do the fucking Friday challenges, because if you're not doing that, 100% not a fight fan. I did like 3 last weekend, and it was pretty good. And with as many fights as there are this coming weekend, you're bound to at least do 3.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not.
Right.
It's not.
Right. Yeah. And what a way to start off the weekend, Friday night. First thing around 6:30 in the morning, my time. You know, you got one.
That's how you wake up, Roberto, every day?
I wake up like that, ready to go. Oh, shit. Right on, guys. We had UFC Fight Night 225, Holloway versus Korean Zombie. What are we grading that event, fellas?
Bro, I'm giving that shit a 10. I gave it a 10. It was an amazing event from start to finish. And that's because the event started really fucking early. I think it was like at 4 a.m.
3 for me.
And I got up and I watched the entire event, start to finish, and it was awesome, bro. It was awesome. The main event, it was an epic fucking moment. Epic moment in MMA.
Bro, and didn't we say last week that this card was going to be nothing but fucking haymakers and people trying to stop each fight because all their careers were on the line? And that's exactly what these fuckers did, man. They went in there and just stopped their opponents. It was amazing. A lot of early stoppages, but, you know, that's just me.
What did Brian, what did you think of the main event? I wasn't on the show last week, but I mean, had I been on, I was pretty sure Max Holloway was going to run through the Korean Zombie, but in fact, he did go out there and, like Max said, post-fight, go out in the Shield. The guy has fought the legends, all the best of the best at 145, right? Did you catch the entire card over there, Brian?
Actually, I didn't see a minute of it, unfortunately. But I did watch the Korean Zombie fight with Max Holloway, because obviously, you know, Max Holloway is a stud. He's a legend in the division. Korean Zombie in his own right is a legend in the division as well. Those are, you know, Max, he got a belt. Korean Zombie, he hasn't, but that's like Cowboy Cerrone. Like we all respect Cowboy Cerrone so much. He never had a belt. Korean Zombie's right up there, in my opinion. But yeah, I had Max Holloway. with the win. He's got an incredible chin. His striking is second to none. You know, he's in the middle of the ring with Calvin Kattar going, I'm the best boxer, while he's not looking at him, still punching him in the face, not looking at him. And Calvin Kattar is one of the greatest boxers in the division as well. So, no, it was a great fight. I did watch that fight. Unfortunately, I missed pretty much the rest of them, but I got highlights. But to me, it looked like a great card. I missed it because I didn't realize what time it was on. That's my fault.
Hey, you know what? We'll accept that if you do, you know, at least 5 fucking Friday challenges on air, dude, right now.
What are the challenges?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know, like deep fried Oreos or some shit.
Oh, I wish. I'm on a diet right now, though, so
no.
The UFC actually might get mad at you for that.
Yeah, they might.
Seeing the way the fight played out, you know, Max Holloway went in there, of course, fighting for Hawaii. You know what I mean? Everything that's happening down there. And he went in there. That's a new fighter, a mythical fighter unlocked, the red shorts, Max. The guy can't be stopped, man. I mean, it kind of puts him in a position where maybe he goes to 155. We know he's previously done that and fought Dustin Poirier. I do think there's a chance that he does go back to 55, and there's some exciting fights. Hit the BMF title, right? Gaethje, Max Holloway.
Man, bro, that fight. If they book that fight, man, it's gonna be a fucking war.
I like the sound of that.
I mean, because if they do, in fact, I mean, Volkanovski, he probably could move up right now and just like guns blazing, let's do this. But I think he wants to make a statement with the Poirier. Poirier is kind of the last guy out there. And then it's on to, you know, maybe become the double champ, where arguably people really believe he beat Islam. In my opinion, it was a close fight. He might have edged him, but Volk is the man, pound for pound GOAT. I believe he's the cover of the new UFC game as well.
Yes, he is. Him and Valentina are on the cover of one. Izzy's on the cover of the deluxe edition.
That's right. Yeah.
Dude, it should have been Sean O'Malley, bro, on the cover of fucking UFC 5. Should have been Sean O'Malley.
Fuck Sean O'Malley.
Should have been Sean Strickland, right?
Damn, bro.
But
that was hardcore, dude.
But we also seen on this card, though, a very close fight rematch with Anthony Lionheart-Smith and Ryan Spahn. I know I listened to Michael Bisping, Anthony Smith podcast, and Anthony Smith even said that, like, when the doctor came in, you know, there was almost a minute where the fight was going to get stopped. You know what I mean? And they were like taking way too long. So they're shining the light in his eyes. He temporarily blinded by like the light just from the doctor in the corner. And he's seen that Ryan Spahn was kind of happy, like the outcome was about to be a stoppage or so, but he looked tired. And Anthony Smith sort of turned it on at that moment. And you know, he's always happened to have like bad luck in fights where it's an injury, a freak. And this time around, he had like it was a black eye. Right. I mean, it wasn't a broken orbital bone or so, but fight nearly got stopped. He came back and won a very close fight, right? Because somewhat controversial, but I think he outright got the job done on the later rounds.
Yeah, it was a close fight, man. Really back and forth decision. Just initially, I felt like I don't know, man. I was like, what the fuck were they watching? But I rewatched it and it makes sense. It's just that damage, man. That damage made it look a lot worse than what it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then now he's.
That was a rematch, wasn't it? With Span and
Mm-hmm.
So he's now Lionheart was 2-0 on Span.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of crazy. I mean, Lionheart definitely needed a win, that's for sure. He's been looking kind of sketchy lately. Talking about, you threatened my family in the middle of the ring. Remember that with Johnny Walk? So I mean, hey, I'm a fan of Lionheart Smith. He's a good guy. I've actually got to meet him. He was a part of our qualifier event for PowerSlap. Actually, he was one of our announcers. So he was a fan, but I'm glad he got the win. That's for sure. I like Lionheart.
Yeah. I mean, FightbookMMA's been there since way before he was in the UFC, when he was fighting for CES MMA, and we actually did a nice little piece on him, and I think word got around, and I think the UFC saw that piece, and probably like a week later, that's when he got that contract. So, you know, we had a little something to do about that with him getting in the UFC.
I mean,
Yeah, so El Jefe, you were asking about podcasts with PowerSlap strikers.
Yeah.
Planet Hank's in the chat right now. He's a goat, man. He's one of the best podcasters too, and he's got a lot of PowerSlap people on there. So check him out.
Nice, right on.
He's a sponsor of mine. He's a good guy.
Sweet. We'll have to check it out and possibly get him on the show and talk some podcasting and some fights.
Actually, if you guys are fans of Bare Knuckle, he's probably one of the biggest Bare Knuckle podcasters on the net right now. So
nice.
Yeah, he's a badass, man. You'll definitely have to check him out. He's funny as hell. He's just a cool guy, for sure.
Right on, man, for sure.
Well, switching gears. I mean, Brian, you're guest co-host tonight, but hey, we're having you on. Apparently, you got some news to break. The return, October 25th, right?
Yeah. I don't know how much I could break of it. I was trying to be a little cryptic on the stories there. But yeah, I will say I am returning on the 25th. So you heard it here first, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail about the opponent, but it's a big one, man. It's a big one. Really big.
Yeah, and also too, I talked to Travis Aragon. He's previously been on the show. I know he got his match announced earlier. So shout out to Travis. I think he's listening. He's in the chat too as well. But yeah, man, that seems like a hell of a card coming up on the 25th with yourself. I'm curious to know who the opponent is. I kind of maybe know low key who it is, but still, having you
give it to us. Guess. What do you got? Who do you think?
Well,
one guess.
Well, if you win, you're getting the title shot, right? So.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you're the one that's guessing.
Yeah. Do you know if did Waylon Frost has he been added to this card as well too?
I'm not entirely sure. I know of maybe 4 or 5. I know of maybe 7 or 8 matches right now.
Yeah.
But I haven't talked to Waylon. I myself, I miss Waylon. I'm a big fan of his. So hopefully we see him return.
Yeah, he's been on the show before too, and I know he's anxious to get back in there and just opponents and so. I mean, yeah, he's definitely making some waves, and I mean, having you make your return, I'm sure the UFC is trying to stack that October card up. And do you think will there be 2 cards before the end of the year though? Right, October and maybe one late December or so.
Oh, you guys are gonna get spoiled by the end of the year, my man. I'm just gonna tell you that. There's more than that going on. We'll see.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, we had Dorian on. I don't know if you caught the show. Dorian's amazing. I don't know if he's gonna get a quick turnaround. Maybe probably gonna be on the 25th card as well. He didn't really take any damage, so Dorian talked about you and how much he's taking your advice. And now I mean, you were in the coaching role, man. Like you and Robert. We've had Robert on the show, so it's awesome to have both you guys come on. I know you have been out for your injury. How has been the recovery for you, though? You've been training, though, right? Things are feeling well. And, I mean, that's an unfortunate injury, set you back, but you had that role as coach, which is awesome.
Yeah, they definitely took care of me and kept me relevant and in the spotlight, which I definitely appreciate. And it's I thank them beyond words. But as far as me and Dorian, Dorian's a good buddy of mine. We met. He was one of the first people I actually met and became friends with through PowerSlap. So, he asked me about some boxing and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I used to train with some of the best people in the world, let me help you. And, I taught him some basic boxing. I gave him some tips from what I used to use because myself, I was actually getting into boxing as a career before PowerSlap. So, I helped him out. We're team undefeated. He hasn't lost a fight since I started helping him out. And, like he says, team undefeated. He wants to keep the streak alive. So, it's good, man. It's PowerSlap. It's like it's a weird sport because you have MMA guys. They're kind of at each other's throats. They talk a lot of shit. You can tell there's some real animosity there. PowerSlap has that too, but we also have a lot of like camaraderie because this is the beginning stages, and we know how big this is. So we're all working together to make this as big as humanly possible at the time, because it's going to take some time for it to be something of like you're talking PFL or Combate. Well, we might be a little bit bigger than Combate right now, but it's going to take time for us to be the UFC, the NHL, the NFL. But the stars are aligning, and we're getting there quick.
You know what? I hope the stars align for your Power Slap game a lot quicker. Man, I was trying to play it, man, and I was enjoying it, but so many fucking ads, bro. I was like, dude, that's what kills this game. It's getting annoying. How do you turn those ads off?
So you gotta pay $2.99 to get the ads.
Okay, I'll pay $2.99 and I'll get the ads off. I want to slap people.
I don't want to disappoint you though. You're still gonna have ads. Yeah, there's still ads here and there, but I mean, as far as the game is concerned, I mean that thing's already over 1 million+ downloads.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about how many people have watched those ads and how much revenue are coming from those ads. Because I'm sure you're like me. I sat through maybe 30, 40, 50+ ads before I was like, all right, I need to pay up that $2.99. So think about all those people dealing with the ads, watching the ads, and now paying the $2.99. I mean, they got to be banging.
It's a marketing ploy, bro. That's the way to do it. Stack it with ads and be like, you know what? If you don't want ads or just a little bit, pay the $2.99.
And then pay me too.
Right?
$2.99. It's not that much, but it'll get the kinky food. You know what I mean? Steaks and weights.
And Ryan, I want to talk. I know you talked to what's the guy that does the Slap News podcast? You're recently on there. He's a Canadian guy, right? What's his name?
Well, there's two. So there's Power Slap News and there's Slap News.
Yeah.
Power Slap News is Dominic. Slap News is Big Jeeves and Corey Swigers.
Yeah.
Swirgers.
That's right. I've got a couple. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. Caught you on there recently, and I know you're talking about the future of Power Slap. But like you mentioned earlier, like the camaraderie and how like there is genuine animosity, but a lot of you guys are from the originals, from the inception. So you talked about the Travis Aragon fight, DQs, like fight. Do you see like being like fights like that, here and there? It's gonna happen. Guys are gonna just be like, all right, I'm going out there to not necessarily hurt somebody, but just like some dirty shit, some shots. It's happened. I mean, we see it happen in that fight, or that match.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it looked like Travis was targeted for some reason. Travis is a great guy. He's one of my good friends from this show, the Power Slap League. But it was an unfortunate match. Obviously, Carice paid for that because he's no longer in the league. We cut him right after. So they were kind of having their eye out. They mentioned to me that he could have been pre-planning that, which is awful. We also we have another guy who has a problem with that too. I don't want to mention any names, but he pivots a lot, and he's from Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
He wants to. He's on record saying that he wants to win by any means necessary.
Oh my god!
So they were kind of on to him, but yeah, he's another character that he wants to go out there and like you said, win by any means necessary, even if that means he's going to hurt his opponent terribly, which is awful. And but no, I think we're cleaning it up. A lot of the guys who did that, they've been cut, shut out. They're no longer in the league, and we're only looking for guys with honor. And I mean, you can't say class because how classy is a slap duel? But guys that actually think like this is a sport. This isn't some playground where we could just screw each other up. This is a sport. We want to be as clean as possible, abide by the rules, and keep it clean, keep everyone out of the hospital. Make this a competition, a fair fight. So it's getting there.
Yeah. What was your opinion? Or we had Robert Trio on the show. Finally he got a matchup with Paul Teague, who's actually been on the show too as well. So we've had a lot of you guys.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So what was your or what was Robert's reaction or there when it happened? Like it'll probably never happen again. He doesn't have. He goes out there and doesn't have to lay a strike down, wins a fight. Right.
That was a rough one, especially for me because two things. You guys mentioned I hurt my bicep. during the show. When I hurt my bicep, I had no doubt in my mind that I was still going to fight. I never said, "Hey, I'm not going to fight because right now I have to go through surgery." There's a lot of things on the line. Not only was it the only heavyweight fight of two guys who lived through the entire house, but it was also the main event for the entire house, which you didn't realize. But for me and Dwayne, we were the last fight of the whole entire season. So for me, it was like, I have to do this. I'm going to respect my opponent and give him everything I have. I still can throw with the left. It might not be as good as the right, but we'll give it a shot, and I'm not going to back down. So having someone like Paul fight, hurt his hand. He said he broke it, but he was moving it. I mean, that's another thing. Like, he didn't realize, like, hey, I've broken my hand too. I have a gigantic scar right here. So I know what he's going through with the broken hand, and I know what he's going through competing injured. So it's like, I'm standing there like, dude, you got to get the fuck back up there and use that left. And he was like, I can't do it. I'm like, bullshit. You get up there, you give Robert, that hit. If you want to quit after that, it's on you. But you go back up there with your left. And he was like, can't do it. They brought the doctor up, and as soon as the doctor comes up, basically, it shuns the coach. So I really had no say at that point. But what the doctor said was, I'm not going to tell you if you want to continue or not. That's up to you. And Paul said, I can't continue. So that was on him. He just quit,
Yeah, that's kind of the first time we've seen it. I mean, that's why going forward, like, if that does ever happen again, I mean, like you mentioned, it's up to the doctor. And when the doctor comes in, like we talked about the Anthony Lionheart-Smith fight, it's never a good thing. But you as a coach, you're right there. Yeah, I don't think anybody's heard that. You letting us know the situation, because very odd. I doubt it ever happens again, right? Like,
well, this is the second time it's happened, though. So that's the thing. Like you say, it's never going to happen. This is the second time, actually. I mean, I don't want to. God, I like the guy, so I don't really want to bring him down. But Andrew Provost had a match where he threw a bomb at Jewel Scott.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, hit him in the back of the head, and he did the same thing, kind of like fractured something or hurt his hand. But he quit. You could still stay up there with your left. I mean, if he stayed up there with his left, there was a very good chance that, because he only had one slap left, he could have won the match. But he chose to bow out and wasn't thinking about the team, because we're on the team at that time. And he got some guys gave him some pretty big heat about that. I'm not going to shit on him, but I mean, you gotta use every tool. I mean, in MMA, if your shit blows out, you're still in there. You're still not thinking about quitting. You're going in there with everything you got. You blow out your elbow, your hand, your arm, whatever. You're gonna go for the takedown. So it's the same thing with slap fighting. If you're gonna blow your hand out, blow your arm out, whatever it is, use the other one. If you don't have the other one, then okay, then we can understand. But I don't know. I would never do that. I would never not give my opponent the opportunity to hit me if I hit them first. That's ridiculous,
Yeah.
Mark would.
Mark will stick a grenade in your mouth.
I know. Look at him, dude.
Slap you and pull the pin at the same time.
Slap him with the fucking grenade. Fuck it.
Oh, Mark. Yeah.
Mark's out in the woods right now.
I'm not out in the woods.
Who's your favorite slap fighter, Mark?
You?
Good answer, Mark.
I knew I liked this guy.
We take it all back. Everything we just said about you.
Man, you're clean slate.
Who would you like to see make the jump over to slap fighting? Anyways, like, who'd you like to see come from the UFC make the jump over to try it?
Well, we actually had. It's actually funny because Alex Caceres, who just fought, right? He fought on a Singapore card. He was actually thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure he might make the jump eventually because he was really serious about coming over. I actually called out Antonio Bigfoot Silva.
Oh my God!
Oh, no. Oh, he doesn't get any more strikes to the head. Please don't.
They made me do it.
What about Tyler King? Call out Tyler King.
Oh, God.
Oh God, I saw who that was. I think he just added me as a friend. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, Tyler's a good friend of ours, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big bastard. He talks a lot of shit about PowerSlap, and yeah, bro, it'd be funny. You kind of look like him, like a smaller version of him, but everybody's smaller than him.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a big
Tyler
bastard.
King is a fucking that's Bigfoot right there for sure.
Well, what's up, Tyler King? Don't hate PowerSlap. Watch PowerSlap, bro. You'll enjoy it, man. If you look like me, you're gonna like PowerSlap.
Yeah. Who do you think,
Yeah.
Ryan, is like a lower weight class, like a bantamweight, flyweight? Who do you think would just like totally dominate if there is a weight class, like a UFC fighter or somebody that's in MMA? Like at the top of my head, I think John Dodson would be an ultimate killer in PowerSlap.
Ooh, that'd be
John
fun.
Dodson's awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
You saw Julian Lane is actually slap fighting, right? Let me.
Oh.
Julian
Let me-
Lane, that guy is crazy. He's a nutcase.
Yeah.
He went over and fought in Slap Fight Championship
Yep.
over in the International League, so he's a crossover for sure. Who would I think? That's a good question, man. I think Tai Tuivasa in the heavyweights would be amazing.
Oh,
He would be the
bro.
Well,
He's so entertaining. He's funny. He's tough.
I know somebody who would just mop up every division in PowerSlap. It doesn't matter.
I know who. Let me guess.
Guess.
Logan Paul.
No, bro. No, Nick Newell,
John
dickhead.
Jones.
Oh God.
Nick fucking Newell, bro.
Nick Newell.
Nick Newell, bro. Nick Newell breaks his hand. He's done. That's it. He's only got one hand.
He'll win it all.
With the stump.
He'll win it all.
Stump slap.
That's fucked
Stump
up,
slap.
Rudy.
Fuck it.
That is fucked.
Nope.
He would win it all, bro. I'm telling you now.
Like this. Like that.
Yeah, we talked to Dorian last week about crossover guys. He said maybe a one-off he'd like to take on Dwayne in an MMA fight. You know what I mean? Or like we're talking to you like on the other side, like MMA fighters. But I didn't know about Alex Caceres. That's pretty cool. Like, do you think that might be a trend of where active UFC fighters or so maybe go as a one-off, and they may in fact, do very well in PowerSlap? Or what's your opinion on that?
So what I'm thinking is, because first of all, the money's coming. So we're getting more money. The production value's going up. Everything's going up. As far as I don't know. Who would you say? I mean, that would be cool if Dwayne and Dorian fought. I think Dorian would have him though, because that's my boy. But I mean, I think what you're seeing now with PowerSlap is the evolution of us recruiting. Because recruiting, it was more or less like the average Joe. Like if they saw Mark right now, they'd be like, "This dude is fucking crazy. He's about to blow up a hotel. Sign him.
Right?
We need him." So like that, we're going away from the everyday man. We're more or less coming into like, if you I don't know if you saw Nate. The fuck is his name? Nate Bernard versus Stevie Ray Payne. That was on the weigh-in show for UFC 292, I think. But those two guys, Stevie Ray is an accomplished MMA practitioner, and Nate Bernard is a personal trainer for the Buffalo Bills. So right there, you can see that we're actually starting to gain relevancy through our athletes. So we're trying to actually get people who are actual athletes, rather than someone like me who just came off the fucking couch. You know what I mean?
And it definitely wouldn't be like celebrity one-off like shit show boxing that they have in these days. Like I think PowerSlap, like you said, there's going to be some talent. And I know you've talked about like season 2, or in fact, when you guys actually do go to like Abu Dhabi, and then it's like the USA against the, Russia or stuff like that, or the Middle Eastern guys.
Oh, that'd be a good part.
It's eventually going to happen, right, Ryan? I mean,
From my understanding, that is still on the cards, yes, sir. Just so you know that we almost did have a celebrity fight in PowerSlap. He was from the Jackass crew, but he pussed out.
Oh,
Steve-O?
Oh no.
Wee Man?
He's not what I like to call the legacy crew. He's a new member.
Oh.
You guys watch the new Jackass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't, but his name is Poopies.
Oh my God! No, fuck that.
Bro, funny story. You want to hear a story about this guy? I don't like this guy. So this guy was supposed to fight my buddy Andrew, and I was like, this is great. So we all added him as a friend and whatever. So I'm like, I already saw it coming. I'm like, dude, he's not gonna fight, bro. He's gonna back out. You know, everyone signs up, but they don't stay. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this guy's gonna back out. What does he do, bro? He takes a picture like the very next day, and he has a cast on his left arm, and he's like, oh, and he canceled the fight. The day after that,
news.
the day after that, somehow the cast went from the left to the right. I'm like, bro, what's up with this guy?
So he's pulling the Dylan Dennis, huh?
Yeah, he was pulling some weird shit. So yeah, we have. I mean, right now where we're at is, you know, a lot of celebrities are asking us to come to the show because it's only invite only right now.
Yeah.
But it used to be us reaching out to them. Now it's them reaching out to us. So it's like, it's changing. The last event that I was at, I tell everyone, I was the first time I felt like I was treated like a celebrity, bro. Like straight up. I was like, just, I can't even begin to explain it. It was ridiculous. But we're starting to come into our own, and it's just a rocket ship just going straight up.
Well,
that's
on
awesome.
On that rise, Fightbook MMA would definitely like to be there, especially if you're competing. Travis, any of the guys, Dorian. It's always been love over here since the inception, and like a lot of people that I've turned on to PowerSlap. I mean, maybe they're they're MMA fans, of course, or boxing fans, and once they seen it, they were hooked. Is all I can say.
Right.
Just about everybody. So,
yeah, usually the haters are the ones that never watched it, don't give it a chance. They just hear it from someone else, and they're like, "Oh, this sucks," you know, and they don't give it a chance. But then when you sit them down and you show them, you know, a couple of matches, and you tell them a little bit about the intricacies of defense and striking, because there are these minute details that people don't see that really help with defending. As well as striking. So once they find that out, they become fans real quick, like you said.
Rudy was one of the hardcore trolls on Twitter when PowerSlap started, and he got everybody on board, man.
There's so many haters, dude. That just fueled me even more to want to watch it. I'm like, you guys are fucking dumb. It's like, oh, it's so stupid. Did you even watch it? No, but it's stupid. It's like, okay, bro.
How do you know it's stupid if you haven't even fucking watched it?
I don't know, man. How are you gonna talk shit about something that, I mean, you haven't even looked at it, you haven't experienced it, you know?
No.
I don't know,
man. That's
fucking
why they are
haters.
haters. That's why I don't listen to them. I block them out. They keep talking. They keep putting my name in their mouth. They keep spreading me out there. Keep going, man. Keep talking your shit. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, you could suck at haters.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
As far as the Apex, I know it's been the staple of the venue for PowerSlap. Of course, the UFC puts on a lot of their shows, their fight nights there. Has there been any other word about, you know, going to different casinos in Vegas, or even like, you know, coming to, you know, Arizona, California, maybe even New Mexico?
I mean, there's a lot of talk of going everywhere. But are we going to go everywhere anytime soon? I don't see why we would. Reason being is because we're locked into the Apex. I mean, they're not spending a lot of money there. We're building it up right now. I mean, we don't really need to go anywhere else. We're packing the house. We're getting the influencers involved, you know, spreading it out. It's just continuously growing. So I think once they find that sweet spot, that's when we're going to start moving around a lot. And you'll see us in, I'm sure, majority of the states. I mean, probably not New York. You know, New York, they're crazy. They don't give
a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Right. So, but no, there's definitely a lot of talk for us to move around, just not yet. I think we're finally getting some star power, like Dorian, Robert, Trujillo, you know, Travis, like you said, those guys are stars, you know. But not a lot of people know them yet, unless we keep competing or, you know, doing stuff. So I think for right now, it's good that we're at the Apex, but yeah, you'll see us soon for sure.
Yeah, no, I do like the Apex venue for you guys, and then it's, you know, fight capital of the world, Las Vegas. Dorian is talking about his experience going to the PI, Or at first they were kind of watching out you guys, and then going like, well, if I'm gonna be in there, I'm gonna lift every weight. Say you didn't run, so you're gonna run on the treadmill. So that's cool though, because you got the luxury of having the PI there and get some training in. And who have you ran into? And have you ran into Conor McGregor when you're in Vegas?
No, I have not. It would be like an atomic bomb going off if me and that guy ran into each other, so I probably wouldn't be speaking to you right now.
Yeah, I think all we need, like you said, the influencers, celebrities, I think we need Conor October 25th at the next PowerSlap's show.
Yeah, like I said, they're lining this one up to be the biggest PowerSlap card yet.
Oh, it very much seems that way. Yeah.
I know what's going on. I can't talk about it, but yeah, it's going to be the biggest PowerSlap card yet. You're going to have some big returns coming. There's, I don't know if you knew, but there was a couple of guys who were on suspension that are actually off suspension now. So there's a lot of guys that are coming back that you haven't seen in a while. Some big stars that haven't fought in a while, like myself. They're going to be on the card, and who knows? The stars always turn out. We had XQC there. Who the hell? Do you know who XQC is?
Yes.
Why the hell is XQC at a slap fight? I don't know. The guy's a puny little nerd. But he has like 10 billion followers. So hey, come on down, brother.
Right?
Have a drink.
He's like, not anymore. You just called me a nerd.
Get over it, brother. Grow some balls. But no, I mean like the influencers that we have coming, they got millions and millions of followers, and they're all about it, man. Like they're making videos with me now, and they're getting people involved, and you can see their fans are latching onto it. So it's really cool, man. It's just like I said, it's going to be huge. It's growing at an exponential rate. It's just, and thankful to people like you, to podcasts like you guys for helping us, create this atmosphere too. Because, I think a big push with PowerSlap is our personality, who we are, and we get to find on podcasts such as yours. So very thankful for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you, man. I mean, it's like I said earlier, we love when we have our guests on the show, and we love when we have PowerSlap fighters on the show because, at first we never thought that we would ever get anybody that's competed in PowerSlap. And next, man, we're just reaching out, and they're like, hell yeah, let's go next week.
Oh,
okay.
All the guys. Yeah, all the guys will love to talk to you guys. You kidding me?
Well, send them out, man. Tell them to reach out to tell them to reach out to David or myself or Rudy or the Unabomber here, and we can
Bomber.
we can get them on the next week.
It'll be explosive.
That's my man. I like this guy, Mark. I'm sending you a friend request if you haven't sent me one yet.
Poutine.
The poutine man. Next week we're actually hopefully if he can clear his schedule, we're gonna have JT Tilley on the show. He's a good buddy of mine. So I love JT, man. He's such a good guy. He is.
For sure.
He's a nutcase, but we love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Definitely, I'll have to check that one out when he comes on for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It's always fun having the PowerSlap guys on the show. You guys make it entertaining.
It's such a different world, man.
It is.
That's the thing. Like I wish the MMA crowd would just wipe their brains free of MMA and just take a chance, because it's just a whole nother, like I said, a whole nother world, man. There's just a whole new set of fighters to love. We're coming from each state. People from Hawaii are latching onto our Hawaiian competitors. Pretty soon we're going to have international fighters, so I think it's going to blow off then. Like you said, the War of the Worlds type scenario with USA versus Russia. Mark got excited. He had a boner the size of Jupiter. I mean, yeah, it's going to be electric. We got a lot of things in the works that is going to push this thing off. and it's going to take like people like me, people like Austin Turpin, people that are really grinding the gears per se, and drilling this thing home. We're trying to make it into this entertaining spot for people who love violence. Shit.
Yeah.
So I think like I said, in the next year, probably. Well, I know for a fact that David said, "Hey, do you have anything planned for up until the end of the year?" Oh yeah, you're gonna be very, very surprised, brother. It's gonna be a pleasant surprise. But yeah, we got a lot of content coming for you guys before the end of the year is done. So, and then that lines up 2024, man. 23 was a huge year for us. 24, holy shit.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, great timing to have you on today, Ryan, because Travis got the call. We've been having you guys on since the inception, basically, and even like Robert Trujillo. Me and Robert are here in New Mexico. I haven't seen like the Albuquerque News do a piece on Robert, and that was after he was on our show. So New Mexico showing love to Robert, which the best for him, and hopefully he does get that Dana White Contender Series, or just maybe a last minute replacement bout, a fight on a fight night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Robert's a mainstay, brother. He's a legend. The guy he's a great person, regardless of anything, and he's gonna have a wonderful career, and he's definitely made a mark. So I'm sure you'll be seeing him on some sort of like contender. I think he would be on a Ultimate Fighter though. I think they would roll the red carpet out for him, man. He's a beast.
Yeah. Yep, agreed. And
shout out to Robert Trujillo. I haven't shouted you out enough, brother. That's $20 each shout out, Rob. Remember we talked about this.
Yeah.
I need to go and interview Robert Trujillo because he's just like, he lives 15 minutes from where I live. So yeah, he's just, we live in the same neighborhood.
You gotta get those burrito tacos, bro.
Hey, I will take him out to whatever restaurant he wants, and we'll do the fucking interview at the restaurant.
I don't like burrito, man. Too messy for me.
Who's that? Is that Mark? Mark, I would only think you were eating like fish and like bugs.
No, that's me. I'm the other Mexican, but I don't like burrito.
Oh, Rudy.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, not everyone's a fan of everything, right?
No.
But yeah, dude, definitely hook up with Rob Trujillo, bro.
Yeah.
He's a great person. He's definitely one person that I'm close to in this organization. So he gets all the love from me. Lucky bastard. He's on steroids too. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that as a
kidding. It's a running joke.
You're all on steroids.
Everyone's on steroids.
Here, I'll show you the poke holes in my butt. You ready?
Mark.
Well, really went. Yeah, he did. Mark liked that. He was like, "Hell yeah!" Let me take my glasses up to see this shit.
Yeah, they're all fogged up. What happened?
I'm gonna go turn the AC on. It's getting a bit hot in here. Holy fuck!
My man.
Hey, do you got that cup, Mark?
I am your favorite, though.
What?
You have that cup?
What cup? Oh, I do.
Show Ryan
Your mug.
your mug.
It's a beautiful mug. We all know though.
There's nothing wrong, Mark. You're all right. You're in the same place.
Yeah, you're in the same.
We love you either way,
Mark.
bro.
Yeah,
Just the tip don't mean you're gay.
No. It's ma'am.
It's Matty. Oh shit, Ryan.
If my mom is watching, I love you, Mom.
Oh, poor mom.
Yep.
Go ahead, David.
So I say, Ryan, we talked about it 2 weeks ago or so. Last time I was on the show, we have a segment on the show. It's Outside the Cage News. You're in the area. You're in Cleveland. We were talking about the East 99 Bone Thugs street sign. Is there anybody selling one on Craigslist or anything that popped up over there? Or they seem to have to be
I don't know.
It could be on eBay, not Craigslist.
I don't know. I see with me, like, that's all cool and stuff, and like I'm a Thugs fan, no lie, but
yeah.
I'll see you later, brother. You know, I mean, there's more things that we should be taking care of than putting up a sign for the Bone Thugs and Harmony. I mean, like, our roads and poverty and things of that sort need to be taken care of. They're like diverting the attention away from all of that by doing stupid shit like this. And like we had MPK Day, like give me a break, like stop, this is crap. Yeah, and like it's getting worse and worse. Like musical acts and stage acts don't want to come here because of like crazy homeless people, and like I think our mayor needs to redirect his energy into something more productive.
I think that goes to every damn mayor and city in this country. This country's gone insane, bro.
Yeah.
Not just your country.
For real.
Ours has too.
Yeah, yours too. Seems like all of the Western countries have gone insane.
Canada's going crazy, bro.
Yeah, we are.
Bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time, like authoritarian style.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mark's dressed like that.
He's in hiding.
He's a Blade Runner.
Why the forest came on under these so I can hide?
Trudeau's coming. He's almost onto you. You better run.
Fuck that mostly speaking douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, hey man, I'm glad that like you're okay though, because those fires in Canada that are raging like crazy. I mean, that all this stuff is just.
Who do you think started all those fires?
I saw
climate
like,
change, bro.
It was Mark.
It's climate change.
Nah, it was Mark.
Ridiculous.
Mark's the one that started all those fires.
You guys are dumb, bro. It's climate change, okay?
No, it was the hunky.
Climate change causes heart attacks. Climate change causes people to grab a lighter and torch shit.
Yep.
It happens, folks.
Yeah. That's why Mark.
That's Mark's middle name. He has it tattooed on his lower back. Climate change. Right?
The biggest fucking fraud in history of United States of America is that climate change bullshit.
Oh yeah, dude.
100%. Yeah.
Al Gore. That's all you have to say is Al Gore.
Al
That dude's a joke.
fucking Gore.
Cue the pyramids.
Yeah.
I'm being abducted right now.
Well, since we're putting up the pyramids, let's go ahead and jump onto our segment, Outside the Cage News, Rudy.
Outside the Cage News.
Yeah.
All right, David.
Yeah, there's always some interesting stuff happening outside the cage news. I mean, we will talk about some fight-related stuff, but we talked about Jackass earlier. Relating to Jackass, I don't know if you guys heard, Steve-O has a damn voodoo doll, and I guess he has a piece of his hair in each of these dolls. I don't know how many of them are available. So,
100.
So if you happen to get your hands on one of these damn things,
I'm going to buy one. I'm going to fucking run it over.
So
run it over.
What a time to be alive. Steve-O voodoo dolls, right, guys? Like,
I don't know, bro. I don't know about all that. I don't want a Steve-O voodoo doll. I don't want a voodoo doll. Although I was looking like at marionettes, bro. You know those wooden puppets. I was thinking, yeah, let me get my daughter a wooden puppet. And then I started looking at these old school ones, and they're just creepy as hell, bro. I think I want to buy one, but I'm afraid that it might like haunt my house. I don't know. Have you seen these things? These vintage dolls, these marionettes? They're fucking creepy,
Dude,
right?
I grew up around that shit.
Creepy shit.
Yeah. Hey, if your house gets haunted, you better let me know, and I'll go do an investigation out there.
Yeah.
That's what I do, right? And I do ghost hunts part-time.
Ghost hunter.
He's a ghostbuster.
I'm a ghost hunter.
He's a Mexican ghostbuster.
That's cool, man. There's a lot of haunted shit in Ohio, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the morning.
They call him El Slimer.
El Slimer?
Yep.
El Slimer.
El Slimer.
Yeah, well, from dolls to, I know we had a super moon yesterday. I'm going to touch on it real quick about India, them landing on the moon. Like, I don't know, those pictures, like, I think they'd be a lot more clearer, right? Like,
fucking fake, bro. The moon landing was fake, dude. There's an ice wall and the earth is flat. All of you people are dumb.
Old school flip phone, that's why.
Earth isn't flat, bro. It's hot dog shaped.
There you go.
It's Venus shaped.
Yeah, that
hey, but boys, I hate to cut it short, but I'm gonna get going. You know, I'm at my buddy's house, so I gotta go spend some time with the boys here. But you know, I appreciate you guys. It was a great conversation. David, we've been talking. Hopefully, we stay in touch, brother, and you know, keep on doing what you guys are doing, man. Thanks for being a big advocate for PowerSlap. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, before you let go, any shout outs you want to give, brother? Give it right now.
Well, I want to shout out my next opponent. It's a bad day for you, buddy. Good luck. Hope you're training. Jesus Christ, man! I can't wait to actually let it out, but it's gonna be a good one.
Nice.
Shout out to my buddy Mike Clyde right here, bud. That's my boy right there. Shout out to him. He's my best friend. He's a guy who helps me train. He's one of the best coaches that doesn't coach anymore, but he runs Strong Style. And shout out to Strong Style Gym. They're one of the best. Stipe Miocic is about to fight John Jones. A big shout out to Stipe. We're coming for it. And you know what time it is, baby. We're going fucking crazy. We're going to set the world on fire. Cleveland, baby.
Let's go.
You know it. All right, boys. I'm out.
All right, bro.
Right.
Peace out. Thanks, brother.
See ya, boys.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
King of Kings, Brian Phillips.
Oh, what a dude.
I kind of, his opponent, it's a big fight, man. So I'm glad, low key, he didn't break all the news, but we know he's in fact coming back, and probably the biggest PowerSlap card that they've done. It gets bigger every time. So
hell yeah.
Telling this story, always amazing. I'm sure they have a blast with us. So, and because of Mark too, the Unabomber.
Yeah. They love Mark the Unabomber.